Hello everyone. Today we will study about tense and especially about present tense. So what is tense? Let's start with the definition. Tense is the change of form in a verb to express the time of an action. That means in a sentence, to express the time of an action when we change the form of a verb in different ways, those ways or the way in which we change the form of verb is called tense. So basically just remember this main thing, express the time of an action. Okay, so as you all know, there are three types of tenses. They are present, past and future. And nowadays the use of future tense is very less. So present tense is used and past is a little bit. The use of past tense is there a little bit. So these are the questions from 2011. So directly a question for tense came only once. Yeah. So this is for 2021. So since 2011 it came only once. So these I have done it for you. So let's come to present tense now. So let's come to the definition. What is present tense? So it is a type of tense that expresses an action or an event that takes place or is taking place in the present time. So the name itself says present. That means the tense which talks about the present time. Whatever action is going on right now at this moment. So that is called present tense. Now we will come to forms of present tense. So these are the four forms of present tense: indefinite, which is also called simple present, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. So what is present indefinite or simple present tense? So it is the basic form of tense which is used to express general truth, fact, habits, planned events in the near future. So present indefinite or simple present tense is the tense, and it is also considered to be the basic form. So it is the tense which talks about a general truth, an universal truth, facts, daily action, habits, and a planned event which is going to take place in the very near future. For example, for tomorrow. Okay, so such sentences falls in present indefinite or simple present tense. This is the formula. We will come to the formula later. Let's do the uses first, then it will be easier for you. So the first use is a universal or general truth. So in Assamese it is called Sirohatto. That means a universal truth, that is a truth which is there in this universe which can never be changed. The earth is round. This can never be changed. Sun rises in the east. Sun will never rise in the west or north or south. Right? So these are universal truth. In that case, we will always use the present indefinite tense. Number 2, habitual or permanent action. Habitual action which becomes a permanent one as well. For example, habitual action means which we do on a daily basis. Like I wake up at 6. She always works hard. So these are habitual action, never changes. Yes, present time. My brother lives in Delhi. So at the present moment, at this present time, my brother lives in Delhi. So in that case, she studies in 5th standard. In that case as well, we will use the present indefinite or simple present tense. Number 4, near future event when the futurity is indicated by the context. That means when the future is sure, when there is surety of an action which is going to happen in the very near future. For example, school closes on 15th. Like this, there is a surety in this sentence that the school will close on 15th of this month. My birthday comes off next month. That is for sure. That can never be changed. My birthday, which is going to come in the next month, can never be changed. So in that case, we will use simple present tense. Number 5, exclamatory sentences, very important because we will get exclamatory sentences in the next form as well. For example, continuous or perfect, something like that. So this is very important, and do not get confused. In present indefinite, exclamatory sentences that start with see, here and there. So when you see the word see, here and there in an exclamatory sentence, then you will have to use present indefinite. For example, see how it rains. Here comes the principal. There goes the bus. So in these three words, exclamatory sentences with these three words, you have to use simple present tense. Number 6. To repeat quotations from famous personalities. Famous personalities. These are the famous personalities of English literature. Keats, Wordsworth. If you see names like Buddha, names like R. Shankar Deva, then also it will be same. So Keats says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Although John Keats said this in the very past, but when we speak about their quotations at present, then we will use it in present indefinite tense. For example, Keats says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Wordsworth says, nature never did betray the heart that loved her. So these are their quotations, Wordsworth and Keats quotations, and here we will use present indefinite S, and we are using S here with the verb. Imperative sentences. Imperative sentences, you remember? The sentences that command or request, etc. Okay? So, or suggestion or advice. So those are imperative sentences. Obey your elders. Do not speak a lie. So these are like command or advice or suggestions, right? So in these cases, we will always use present indefinite or simple present tense. Number 8, the last one. Sentences that contains the following words: always, usually, daily, generally, every day, every morning, every night, regularly, on time, once in a day, twice in a day, etc. So for example, if you see all these words in a sentence, then you will always have to write that sentence in present indefinite or simple present tense. Mala goes to the cafe every week, or every day, or once in a week, or always, daily, generally, every day. Okay, then you will have to use present indefinite. Now let's come to the formula which we saw here. This is the formula which we got, right? Subject, S means subject, plus verb, S or ES. I have written SES in bracket, plus O means object. So in present indefinite or simple present tense, the sentence, the structure of the sentence will be, there will be a subject, then there will be a verb. So with the verb, we will be adding S or ES, and then it will be a object. Okay, so for example here, let's see this one. The school, subject, close is the verb, CLOSE, close is the verb. We have added S here. You have to be very careful with the number now, singular plural, SES. You remember we studied before. That will be also, that will have to be correct. You cannot make a wrong over here. You cannot do a mistake over here in this verb, okay, while placing S or ES. So then we have added SES with the verb close, and then the rest of the sentence, that means the object of the sentence. So this is the formula, very important. I have given in the note, so try to remember this. So we are done with the present indefinite, and this is the structure. This is just for your information, or it will help you in turning a sentence, a wrong sentence, into present indefinite tense. So you'll be asked, right, to rewrite the sentences with the correct tense. So then it will help you. So in case of affirmative sentences, we have already studied about affirmative, negative, interrogative and all. So these are the formulas. Subject, verb plus SES object, which I have just now explained. In case of plural number, verb, if the subject will be plural, students, it's the subject. It is in plural number, S is there. So in the verb, we don't have to use S or ES. We don't have to add S or ES. So students play cricket. But if it is student, student plays cricket. Okay? Negative sentence, same, we have to use does not, then the verb, then object, does not play cricket. And if it's a plural subject, then we have to use do not, because S is already used in the subject. So with do, we cannot use S or ES. We cannot make it does, right? Students do not play cricket. Same in the interrogative sentences, the be verb will come first. Does Ram play cricket? Same here, do students play cricket? Always remember, the most important thing is, if the verb, if the subject is in plural form, never ever use S or ES with the verb. Students does not play cricket. Never ever write like that. Okay? Or Ram do not play cricket. Nowadays we see in messages or anywhere people use like do not. Ram do not go there. Nowadays we see somewhere, but that is a complete wrong English. Ram does not. If it's a singular number subject, then we have to use S or ES with the be verb. Okay? Let's come to present continuous tense. It is a type of present tense which suggests an ongoing action. That means an action or a work which is going on right now. This is the formula. That's subject plus is MR. These are the be verb. Is MR, and we very well known. We are very well known with this be verb, and we know that where is used, where am is used, and where are is used. These are very basic. Plus verb plus ing. This is the main thing in present continuous tense, because we will be adding ing with the main verb to show that the action is ongoing, that the work is going on, plus O, object. So present continuous tense uses actions happening right now, which I have already told you. I am reading a novel. A future action or plan with specific arrangement. An action which is planned for the near future with specific arrangements. If a sentence expresses this very thing, then we will write that sentence, or we can write that sentence in present continuous tense. I am going there tomorrow. That means I have done all my arrangements and it is sure that I am going there tomorrow. So in that case, we can write it, although it's a tomorrow, it's a future tense, but we can write the same sentence in present continuous. We are going on an excursion tomorrow from school. Specific arrangements are seen here because we are going on an excursion from school, which is sure. So we can write this very sentence in present continuous tense. So this is the second use. The third use, number 3, sentences containing the word now, right now, nowadays, at the moment, constantly, currently, day by day, at present, as of now, these days, today, this evening, this week, etc. etc. So when you see these words, you have to remember these words. When you see these words in a sentence, then you can write the sentence directly in present continuous. I am reading a book now. Now. Right? So in that case, you can write all these sentences with all these words. You can write the sentence in present continuous tense. Number 4, sentences containing the word look with an exclamatory. That means an exclamatory sentence, when it starts with the word look, like in present indefinite we saw, right? When it starts with see, here, there, then we use it in present indefinite. Same in the present continuous, if the exclamatory sentence starts with look. Look who is coming. So here we cannot write look who comes. Right? So you have to remember these words. If there is look, then present continuous. If there is see, here, there, then present indefinite. Yeah, don't forget these words. Near future, planned or intended action. Near future, which is planned, for which we are ready. They are leaving for Delhi tomorrow. Means they are ready to leave for Delhi tomorrow. That is planned. The match is going to start. That means within a moment, or in a few hours, the match is going to start. So that this is planned and this is for sure. So in that case, we can write it in present continuous. Same way, this is the structure. Subject, be verb, verb, ing, object. I am going to the party. For negative sentence, we will be adding not after the be verb. Right? This is very easy. We all are familiar with this. For interrogative, the be verb will come in the front as a subject. Are you going to the party? Okay. So this is the present perfect. Very important. Normally it is seen that questions for present perfect and present perfect continuous comes more. The number is more. Yeah. So let's study about it. The definition. It is a form of present tense which is used to represent an action that just happened in the recent past and is still directly related to the present. Okay. So it is the tense which represents an action which is just completed in the recent past. That means which is just completed before some time, but it still has a relation with the present time. We will come to the examples and uses, then it will be easier to understand. And this is the formula. Subject, then we use have or has, then verb, third form means the past participle, present, past, past participle, right? Three forms. So the past participle, the last form of the verb plus O. So let's come to the uses, then we will understand it better. To express an action just finished. I have completed my homework. That means just now I have finished my homework. So if a sentence express that it has just been finished, then we can use it in present perfect. I have just met Rohit Sharma. That means just before some time I have met this cricketer. Yeah. Second, to express an action done in a space of time not yet gone out fully. I have been laborious from my boyhood. That means space of time. There is a space of time. The action has been happened before some time, much before some time. That means there is a space. That means there is a time, a long time, but it is still going on. It is not ended. I have been laborious from my boyhood. When I was a little boy, I was a laborious one, but still now I am. So when there is a relation with that past, with the present, then it will be in present perfect. To express a past action, the results of which still continue. Past action. I have done an action in the past, and the result of that action, I am getting the result of that action till now. I have done a great wrong for which I am still suffering. Great wrong, I did it in the past, and for this great wrong I am still suffering. That means there is a relation of my suffering and of my doing the great wrong in the past. In that sense, we can use it in present perfect. I have done, present perfect. Yeah. When the sentence is timing based with words like just now, recently, already, yet, ever, never. If you see these words, this is also you have to remember. You have to memorize always. Wherever I have mentioned words like this, that means you have to memorize. You have to remember those words. Just now, recently, and this and all. Then you have to use the sentence in present perfect. I have recently visited Kaziranga. Recently. She has gone for lunch just now. Just now. Right? Have you ever been to England? Have you ever been to England? You can never ask, did you go to England? No. We always ask, have you ever been to England? Then in that case, we have to use present perfect. So this is in the same way, this is the structure. For affirmative sentence, we have done this in the formula. For negative sentence, you have to add not with the have or has. And for interrogative sentences, always the be verb comes in the front. It becomes the subject. Yeah. Have is used in plural form. When the subject is in the plural form, you have to use have. When the subject is in the singular form, you have to use has. Has is the plural form of have. Okay. Just to remember, so that you can just remember. That's why I have given this point like this. The last, present perfect continuous. Definition. So it is a form of present tense that expresses an action which has been going on for some time and is not finished yet. So I have started an action which is going on. I have started the action in the past before some time, and it is still going on, not finished yet. In that case, it is present perfect continuous. So this is the formula. Subject, have, has, same like perfect. Been, we will be using been here with the be verb, and then main verb ing will be using or adding ing with the main verb, and then o, the object. Yeah, let's come to the uses, which is very important. To focus on an ongoing action which has been started earlier. I have been preparing for the AJS examination. I have been preparing. It is started earlier, but it is still going on. So in that case, perfect continuous. To express a repeating action. I have started an action in the past and I am repeating it again and again. She has been applying to get admissions to top universities. That means she has started applying for the admission in the top universities in the past, and she is still repeating. Year by year, she is repeating. So in that case, we will be using perfect continuous. To express an action finished in recent time but affecting the present. Just now finished, but it has the effect in the present. Although it is just finished, although I have finished the work just before some time, but the effect is still there in me. So in that case, it is perfect continuous. Let's come to the example. He is really tired. He has been playing all the day. So he played all the day. The entire day he was playing. He just now finished his play and he is tired now. So there is a relation. Although he finished playing and he played all the day, but for that reason he is tired right now. In that case, you'll be using perfect continuous. Sentences containing words like since, for, from. If you see these three words in a sentence, then you have to use perfect continuous. Okay, such sentences as made must denote that the work is still going on in present, but it was started in the near past. She has been painting the picture since morning. Since morning, she has been painting the picture. So she is still painting. The painting is not yet finished, but she has started it in the past, in the morning. I have been living in this house for 20 years. I am still living, that means I am still living in this house, but I am living here since 20 years. For 20 years, before 20 years, I came to this house, and since then I am living here. So when you see that kind of relation between the near past and the present, then the sentence will be in present perfect continuous. In the same way, the structure of present perfect continuous is given here. This we have already seen in the formula. So for negative sentence, again we'll be using not with the be verb, then we'll be using been, which is a compulsory use, then we'll be adding ing with the main verb, then object. She has not, because it is a negative sentence, so we'll be using or adding not here, or else it would have been she has been learning, like this, in a positive or in a affirmative sentence. Okay, she has not been learning the French language since last week. And if it's the interrogative, if it's a question mark, then the be verb will come in the front. Here also I have just given a small note. Have is used with plural, has is used with singular. So when the subject is singular, then we'll be using has, which is the plural form of have, and if it is in a plural form, then we'll be using the singular have. Okay, so this is all about present tense.